because of this first hoop, that's why all these things happened throughout my whole career. Right now we're in Washington, D.C., in Northeast Washington, D.C., on Sergeant Road. This is where it all started, really. My basketball, my football, right here at this home here on Sergeant Road. Been here majority of my life, and this is where this was the spot where we'll go with different courts all over the DC area. Majority of the time though, I would play basketball in the backyard, in the alley. I would shoot on the garage. I probably shot more off the garage, and the neighbors used to get on me all the time because I would be the only one back there practicing on my basketball skills when I wasn't on a basketball court, shooting on the top of a garage, pretending like they had a little piece of tin and always pretend like that was the basket. So I was the kid on the block making a lot of noise really late at night, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And I can remember a lot of times the neighbors say, "Hey, Adrian, go home," you know, but I would always be back there just working on my basketball game.
So we were doing our homework in the dining room. I had to help the kids. Adrian would be out here bouncing that basketball up against the metal part of this garage. And I came out here, I was so sick of Adrian bouncing that ball. I came out and I had something to stick off or whatever I had in my hand. I went to shake it at him. I said, "You're gonna stop this. Stop it. You disturbing me. You disturbing me." Adrian didn't pay us no mind, child. Adrian did that till he went away to school, child.
I got a better.
And then look, and then he tried to put a hoop, a basketball hoop up. I said, "Yeah, Daddy came in. I said, "You can't come nobody property and hang no basketball hoop."
They had a proper basketball court they made.
I have a better story.
What was it?
I remember when me and Frank used to hang out in his basement.
His cousin.
Yeah. And Frank had his drums and I had some guitar and saved money to buy.
Yeah.
And Adrian, that was his basement. He had socks coming down, looked like, oh my God, they came to about right here. They were long white socks. I think he was going to DeMatha at that time. You know, it was like going through a forest and stuff.
Talk right.
Oh my God, he had all these socks in the way. We trying to have a little band going on. And he had socks and everything down there. Very clean guy.
Yeah, he played ball.
At 7 years old, this is where I took my first walk to St. Anne's basketball court. Every day when I would come home from school, after I would do my homework, or maybe sometimes before I did my homework, and I would always leave here, take that walk to St. Anne's through the woods, and work on my basketball game. Well, this is where it all started. When I was a young kid, shooting this first basket. When I was here, you know, I didn't even know what a Hall of Famer was at that time. But it started here. This is where I learned the game. Took me on to playing for Mr. White, 10 and under, all around the Washington metropolitan area. All the games that I played here led me to going to, you know, Mr. Fugel, my middle school coach, then eventually to DeMatha High School. Even when I attended DeMatha, I would still come here, play, work on my basketball game, play against all the great players in the area. And me playing here, it just took me to DeMatha, to Notre Dame, to the Olympics, to play for the great Dean Smith in the Olympics and win a gold medal in 1976, being the #1 pick. At that time, the Buffalo Braves. That led me on to have a pretty good career in the NBA, and then eventually, where every player wants to be is to be a Hall of Famer. And it happened, and it all started here, my first hoop as a young kid, playing a lot of hours, a lot of evenings, a lot of weekends, a lot of holidays here on this basketball court. When I was young, I went to a lot of parks, a lot of playgrounds to play, but this was the one that I came here on a regular basis. If I was by myself, I would walk from my house to here, pretend like someone was guarding me, defending me. I never played basketball when it rained, but whenever it snowed, we would come here, shovel the snow. Well, that's how much I love basketball. That's how much of a passion that I had for basketball. So, because it was cold, that didn't affect me not going out and working on my basketball game, working on my fundamentals to be a pretty good basketball player. Well, being here brings back good memories. I haven't been back here since maybe 40 years. I came here and visited one time when I was 18 years old, but haven't been here in a long time. But being here, it definitely brings back memories of playing against all the top players in the area. This is where they came to play basketball, to try to, have bragging rights, who was better than another player, and it's definitely bring back memories, some good, some bad. A lot of times I got defeated here individually, as a team, but I would always come back the next day looking forward to playing against the best competition in the area. Because of this first hoop, that's why all these things happen throughout my whole career.